Homesickness is probably one of the most complicated feelings ever. We all experience it, and we all experience it in our own way. It's funny, when we were kids, we always wanted to grow up faster, to finally be adults. And when adulthood hits, suddenly all we want is to be kids again.
Buy home.
A lot of us also dreamed of living somewhere new or somewhere bigger than our small town. And for me, both happened at the same time. I left my home right as I was entering young adulthood. And even though I never wanted to leave home, I knew I had to chase my dreams and to see the world. I was aware that moment would come, so I did my best to cherish home while I still could. Because the moment I packed my suitcase and stepped into the airport, I knew that nothing would ever be the same.
It's really, really tough.
And no matter how many times I come back, I always left a version of myself behind. That feeling hurts. Ever since I left, it has never really left me. It is such a strange feeling to be back home and reflect on everything that has happened since I graduated high school and moved out of my hometown, home country, home continent even. It's just crazy to think that it all happened almost 10 years ago. Every single time I come here, I'm just filled with so many emotions, and I feel like I just feel very emotional. I feel very conflicted. I feel very philosophical, to say the least. I think about a lot of things that has happened, a lot of things that may happen, a lot of things that has not happened. But every single time, I just experience such pure joy of being here. Because, I don't have to worry about, people, thinking that, I'm a foreigner or whatever. I don't have to, change my name to anything so that people can pronounce it a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about, food or stuff like that. So there's that portion. But also on a larger scale, I'm with my family. And that just fills me with just so much love that I feel like I don't have and I can't replace it back in Canada. And at the same time, I love Canada and I love living there. I absolutely love the people. I love everything, and there's lots of things that I really enjoy. It's just I feel so sad that there isn't like a teleport or some sort of I don't have like a superpower where I can just transport within like 1 second, live in between two continents forever. And it takes me like nearly 1 day just to fly out here. And yeah, and my parents are getting older, my family, they have a lot of things going on, and my friends, they have so many events that I'm missing. My relatives, they have so many events as well. My friends, they're getting married, so it's just a lot of life-changing events that I am missing, and that deeply saddens me. Oh my God. I don't want to make it into anything sad, so I'll just look at this amazing view with my little water. Every time I come home, I try to do what I always did before I left. I try to cherish every moment. Big ones like weddings, or small ones like drinking evening tea with my family. I capture some of these moments that are close to my heart. When I was younger, I used to do something I called mental photos. I could be picking strawberries with my appa, which means grandma in Kazakh, and I would tell my brain to capture that moment. I didn't have a camera or a phone, but I knew that these moments were precious. And I was right. I'm glad I did that, because now I have so many memories I mentally captured. I still have the same mindset today. I always want to capture the regular, everyday moments that mean the world to me. Like going to a farmer's market with my mom and watching her pick the freshest produce. walking with my dad while listening to his stories and advice, having breakfast with my little sister while she gets ready for school, laughing with my brother at his teasing jokes, helping my ata, my grandpa, in his garden and watching him laugh at how bad I am at it. Or meeting my childhood friends and laughing at how silly we used to be. I could go on and on. Over the years, I realized something. Homesickness is actually one of the biggest privileges a person can have. So many of us feel it, and each of us experiences it differently. I used to think it meant just missing home, but that word, home, carries so much meaning for something that has only 4 letters. It's the apartment that I grew up in, the street that I walked every day, the school I spent my days and nights at, the convenience store with the fresh bread, the monuments and buildings that feel familiar, but most importantly, it's the people I love. I feel homesickness every day, and the older I get, the more I realize how lucky I am to feel it. Last summer, I went through old photo albums and looked at every picture. I rarely do this because I know how emotional it makes me, but I'm so glad I did it. Even though nothing will ever be exactly the same, those moments will always exist.
This is from a kindergarten. Oh my god.
I used to think I suffered from homesickness. I used to try to treat it, to forget it, or to get rid of it. But now, I see it differently. Homesickness isn't something negative. It's not a sign I need to go home. It's not a reason to feel apathetic. It's proof of something precious in my life. Because I'm homesick, I have something worth missing. I'm not suffering because I'm homesick. I'm rich because I am.